Roscoe. Riders are on the line. First 250 moto of the day. Boy, I tell you what, the conditions could not be any better here in Grunthal, Manitoba.
It's got to be really tough coming into this first turn. Wide open on a 250 and then braking hard.
Okay, riders are coming into that first corner, that tight left-hander. Oh, we got a couple riders down. What a bottleneck, Ross. That is a really tough corner.
That is a tough corner on a 250. Wide open down to almost a stop. Look, we got Dubac rounding out front on that big YZ 426 four-stroke.
Big surprise, Ross. Look at that 287 Tommy Barron with a great start. I see DeHaan in there, Dubé, and there's JSR. Looks like he's in the top 5.
I see Dubé there running third on that Suzuki there, and followed right by DeHaan, number 2 on that Honda.
Okay, coming into the cat corner, right-hander into the woods. Let's see what happens coming out of it. Doesn't look like much happened in that corner. Dubac still got about a 4 or 5 bike lead. Who the heck is that on the rails right there? That's coming up. That's 751. That's Jimmy Lamastus on the KTM, Roscoe.
Lamastus on the gas around Dubé on the outside there in that left-hander.
Boy, look at the roost that those thumpers are throwing up. Ross, that KTM is actually a 4-stroke as well, is it not?
It is. It is. Lamastus has got a 4-stroke there, and they're pushing them bikes to the limits right now.
Well, one thing that the riders that are behind those guys are going to have to notice is that roost from those thumpers is going to go directly in their face. They're going to have to take a different line. Look at this. Lamastus has already passed Dubac. He's out in front. We haven't seen this yet so far, Ross.
Lamastus is on the gas. He went around Dubac on the outside in that turn. He is absolutely hauling.
Okay, Roscoe. Dubac's got his hands full with Lamastus. Unbelievable going into that straightaway. Oh, here we go back with Woods. Look at him on that street side straightaway, and the Whoop really getting on the gas there. Looks like he's dialed in JSR, and he's got Marco Dubé in his sights. Ross, let's go to Brian Coster trackside.
We're here with Andy White, team manager and mechanic for Marco Dubé, Team Safety Suzuki. Your rider's in 4th place. He's pushing hard. He's got JSR coming up behind him. You think you can hold him off?
I think he can. He's having a little trouble getting by the thumpers. They're throwing up a huge roost. It's hard to get by those guys. They ride differently too, so there's so many different lines going on right now. Marco's a little confused, probably trying to get by him. But give it a little bit of time. It's a long moto. We'll get up there.
Best of luck to you, Andy.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Brian. How about that, Ross? Even the mechanics are talking about the roost. What's this? 287. Oh, Tommy Barron's his DNF, and what the heck is going on with his season, Ross?
Here we got Josh Woods on the gas here. Just got by Dubé here. Wow, Woods is really hauling here today, guys.
He is, and look at, he's even made up some time on Dubac and Lamastus. Boy, Jimmy Lamastus is having a masterful race. But look at this, Dubac on the inside. Oh, great line for Doug Dubac, but Lamastus is not giving up. Oh, great double jump for both of them. They're neck and neck going into that Woodside Whoops. Oh, and Doug Dubac really gets on the gas there.
Dubac knows he's got to get on the gas. He knows Woods is catching both him and Lamastus, and he doesn't want to wait around for him. So he is back on and charging hard. You can see even that big 4-stroke at Dubac, and he is smooth and straight through those whoops, but even he was getting a little bit sideways.
Ross, I can't believe the problems that those riders are having through that whoop section before the double jump. It's really taking its toll.
That whoop section is gnarly. It gets chopped, chewed. Every bump is a little bit of a different direction, so it really pitches the motorcycle around if you're on the edge through there.
Ross, I love the fluid riding style of Doug Dubac. You know, he's not a big guy, but look at that. Lamastus on the inside again. He's not a big guy, but he handles that 426 like a master.
Wow, they're really going at it hard. Lamastus not taking second. He is on the gas. And you're right, Mark. They can't throw these big 4-strokes around like they can the little 250 2-stroke. You really got to finesse these bikes around or they will wear you out.
Well, for the average rider just watching the TV here, all the bikes look the same, but there's a big weight discrepancy between a 250 and a 4-stroke. And for a guy like Doug Dubac, he really has to let the bike work itself through some of those tougher parts of the track.
That's right, Mark. The 4-strokes have a little more power, but it's a lot smoother power, which makes them a little easier to ride, but then they also have a heavier weight disadvantage.
Roscoe, sorry to drop. Look at Doug Dubac coming on that outside line. You want to talk about acceleration? Oh, he takes Lamastus on the outside coming into that big jump into this tight right-hander. I tell you what, Ross, he handles that 4-stroke like a master.
Did you see how deep that inside rut was? Dubac went around the outside, which was a little bit faster, and passed him.
Ross, I think we have a report from Brian Coster trackside.
We're trackside with Alan Olson, Doug Dubac's mechanic, Team Galvin Yamaha. Tell us about the battle he's having with that KTM.
Well, I think he just passed him and is now going to start pulling away. The Cali guy has just passed the KTM guy as well. So it still should be a good race to the end.
Thanks very much, Brian. There you go. Dubac has made the pass. Oh, and Josh Woods has also made the pass on Lamastus. Boy, Ross, I can't say it enough times. Look at how rough that whoop section is.
Woods is really charging. He's come from a deficit caught Lemastus and Dubac, passed Lemastus, and Lemastus just passed Woods back again.
Well, Ross, only a couple seconds behind our leader. We got another great battle. Look at this. We got Waugh. We've got Dubé. Oh, we've got the Hahn. Look at Doug the Hahn on the outside. Look at the speed he was able to get into that big tabletop, Ross. Go.
He carried that fast outside line into the turn, and Dubé had to slow down a little bit more to get around that turn. And look at this. Waugh on the inside of Dubé pushing now. These guys are having a fierce battle.
We're back with Dubac and Woods. It looks like they pulled away from Jimmy Lemastus on the KTM. Oh, great cornering. Look at this real nice POV. Let's see the acceleration. Oh, fantastic. Look at Josh Woods on the inside. I think he might have him, Rod.
Woods does have him on the inside. Unbelievable fast there. He is really pushing that Kawasaki to the limit here. Woods is riding awesome.
Look at that. Doug Dubac on the inside line. Look at the acceleration from that four-stroke. He just pulled away from Josh Woods.
That four-stroke definitely has the ponies. You saw that was a flat-out straightaway, and he just out-horsepowered Woods. But it looks like Woods is back on the inside again, and he is.
Oh, Ross, Josh Woods must have taken a great line through that tight right-hand corner in the woods. Here we are back with a great battle. Look at how the bikes are stepping up. I think we have a couple of lappers in there. We've got the Hagseth, we've got Waugh, we've got Lemastus. Boy, Ross, this is an unbelievable day of racing. John Sebastian Waugh with some great acceleration going into the trees.
And Waugh past Lemastus going into that inside turn there into the woods.
Well, we're back with Josh Woods. He still has what looks like about a 4 or 5 second lead on number 118. That's Dubac on the Yamaha. We'll keep our eyes on that battle, Ross.
Wow, is that a ferocious battle shaping up here. Here we've got Waugh. He was reaching up to his goggles to pull off a tear-off, and Land got him. That's how close the battling is back there. You can't rest for a second. And Waugh gets him back. Unreal.
Well, you can't, Ross. You're right. And it looks like Lemastus might have taken John Sebastian in that backwood section. So I'm telling you what, fierce battle, intense competition, and I think this track has a lot to do with it, though.
Woods powering out of that deep sand run up here to that tabletop jump. You see, he looks back. He's looking back to see where Dubac is. You see, he's got a little bit of room when he's coming up to these lappers.
Jimmy Lemastus is not giving up, Ross. Look, he's battling right now with Darcy Lange on that Kawasaki. He is not giving up, although he has lost quite a few places. Dubé's still in the mix. It's anybody's race.
Lemastus started with a fast pace, and he just couldn't hold it for this whole 35-minute moto. Lange has come from way back and moved up on Lemastus. Now you can see here, Waugh is also past Lemastus. Lemastus is getting a little bit tired here.
Yeah, but he is not giving up. I mean, John Sebastian Waugh is incredibly fast, and yet Lemastus is sticking with them lap for lap right now.
He sure is there. He's getting his second wind, and he's charging back here. He's not going to let these guys get away from him.
Okay, we're back with our first place battle. Josh Woods, number 23 on the two-wheel Pro Action Kawasaki. Oh, he is being hunted down by Doug Dubac. Look at that trail.
Well, Woods has come from a long way back, and he's displaced a lot of guys here to get into first place, so he's used up a lot of energy, whereas Dubac, he's been cruising, saving energy, and wearing these guys down. And you see that big four-stroke on that straightaway just out-horsepowered Woods' Kawasaki.
What an unbelievable turn of events. Doug Dubac coming down that straightaway, Ross. Did you see Billy Wallen, the lapper, was in his line? It looks like he had to go sideways, yet he was still able to pick it up.
Unbelievable horsepower on that Yamaha FedEx machine in Dubac. That baby is fast. Raw horsepower.
Well, Josh Woods rode a great race. I mean, hats off to him. Look at him. He's only a couple seconds behind him. Doug Dubac on his last lap. He's coming in to finish this first 250 off. He checks back to see where Woods is. Settles down, and he's gonna, he puts his arm up even before he goes over the finish line. There he is, taking the win in the first 250.
Incredible ride for Dubac there, that veteran. He is smart, and he stays out front, and he's consistent all the way.
Place to pass, and man, I thought it might be down there, and then whoops, on that last lap, and the lapper was right in the line I wanted to use. So then, unfortunately, he made a little bobble off that jump, and I was able to get him down the woods, down into the woods there. And you know, I just ran it to the finish, and I guess he kind of, gave up there on the last few turns, which is understandable. I think we both put on the effort of a lifetime.
Well, if that wasn't the race of the season, I don't know what is. Let's check out our top 20 finishers in that first 250 moto from Grunthal.
Yeah, I could feel it, I was thinking about it way too much, I don't have the experience Doug has yet, and I definitely feel the pressure. I think Doug, he's been around so long, he has nothing to lose, and he's just out here having fun, and I put way too much pressure on myself to stay ahead of him. You know, I just need to relax more the second moto, and maybe